CBS 17 is your local election headquarters. We are just over a week away until the polls open on Election Day. Both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will be in the triangle on Wednesday.
CBS 17's Harrison Grubb is live for us tonight. And Harrison, a lot of eyes continue to be on the state of North Carolina.
Yeah, and this is actually the second time in the past 2 weeks that people on the ballot in the presidential election will be visiting the area. J.D. Vance was in Rayford last week, and Tim Walz was in Durham. In the home stretch of the presidential election, the Tar Heel state is front and center in the race to 270 electoral votes.
In past elections, North Carolina has certainly been among this category of swing states, but not among the most hotly contested.
As a pivotal swing state, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will both be in central North Carolina on Wednesday.
That's what I voted for, and I wouldn't mind seeing her in person and hearing her in person.
Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, will also be in the western part of the state this week.
The campaigns themselves clearly think it makes a big impact, or certainly a moderately sized one, and that's why they're doing it.
Polling in the Tar Heel state continues to show a dead heat. The Real Clear Politics average of the 10 most recent polls in North Carolina show the former president with a narrow, less than 1% lead, well within all margins of error.
It really is different this year. I mean, I have been doing interviews about elections since 2004, and I feel like I'm busier this year than every other year combined.
While early voting turnout continues breaking records, and with Republican voters outpacing Democrats so far, NC State political science professor Stephen Green says it's still too early to know who will win the state.
It just doesn't tell us enough. And the biggest way we might be able to learn something from early voting is comparing it to early voting from 4 years ago. But 4 years ago, we had voting during a pandemic.
Now, early voting across the state will wrap up on Saturday. Live in Raleigh, Harrison Grubb, CBS 17 News.
All right, Harrison, thanks very much.